a goal. It's the first goal of the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer era.
Talk Sports Premier League experts give their views ahead of the weekend's action.
He's put down the dumbbells and has turned up here for the show. Chris Uwelimo is on the preview show. A Premier League winner, Paul Parker, joins us on the Premier League preview show.
Subscribe to the podcast today at talksport.com.
This is Premier League Live.
You're listening to Premier League Live. We are rapidly approaching kick-off at Anfield. Liverpool against Burnley. The two sets of players just going through their final pre-match preparations. A must-win game for Liverpool if they are to cut the gap on Manchester City at the top of the Premier League. Burnley can do with the points themselves. They are just one place above the relegation zone. A fascinating afternoon in store, as it was yesterday with Premier League Live.
Who goes for goal, and he finds the net in sensational fashion. Pokes out his cheeks, the Palace captain steps up to the ball now and strokes it into the corner, and Palace are back level again to the area on his left foot. Curly one, it's a stunner. Anthony Knockout is right in the lead again. Set one up, Kane controls and scores. Dele Alli and Harry Kane combining. Now then, Armstrong cuts it in, chance, must be. It's gone in. Southampton through Jan Valeri. It's Ward-Prowse. It's in. It's magnificent from James Ward-Prowse. He, like Valeri, has scored for the second game running. It's another magnificent free kick, and the whole game has turned on its head.
First time cross coming in from Murphy. It's turned in at the near post by Junior Hoylett. Paul Murphy has it down. Camarasa trying to turn it in, and he does. And Cardiff lead by 2-0.
Running up the heart of the town defence. Back through to Fraser. Left hand side of the box. Could he shoot? He does! But it's across the face of goal towards Callum Wilson, who, back after injury, scores for Bournemouth. They have opened the lead in the 20th minute. A great pass through, though, towards Wilson. Gets it back towards Fraser. 2-0 for Bournemouth. Another through ball. Oh, pick up Vardy. Through, easier. Space, looked around the goalkeeper. It falls to Tielemans and just taps it into the goal. That was so easy. Space for a shot. Oh, it's a comedy of errors at the back for Leicester City. And Floyd Ite has cut inside Chilwell, cut inside Maguire, and then hit the most timid of shot early this season. Oh, the ball through now to Vardy. Again, defenders split. Chance now for Vardy. Hampton earlier, and he shoots and scores. Too often this has happened today. Jamie Vardy plays it across to Vardy. Vardy hits it low, and the game is in no doubt. He's put it to bed. It's 3-1 to Leicester.
By Bernard to Digne. Digne with a cross. Coming up, Calvert-Lewin. It's 1-0. Flies it low, cross. Tap in. It's 2-0. Richarlison, 1-0 on the volley. It's a goal, and a fine goal. It's 2-1. Almiron with a shot. Sings the pass, comes out. It's just 2-2. It is. Turned in by Perez. Comes down. Chance for 3-2. It is 3-2. Perez scores again.
Christian Cabaselli will come back to that, but they've got a chance here, City. An early chance. They've scored it, but it does not count. Raheem Sterling.
He's given a goal. Wow.
That can't be what's just happened.
Horrendous decision.
That is nothing short of a joke. Has a run of Sterling to find, and he does find him in the area. Raheem Sterling for a hat-trick here! And the hat-trick is gobbled up by Raheem Sterling.
So that was the story of yesterday on Premier League Live. Some huge talking points up and down the country. I was at Southampton to see an unbelievable capitulation from Spurs in the second half. It's no exaggeration to say they could have been 5 up at the break. How they went on to lose 2-1 to relegation-haunted Southampton is a mystery. And when I spoke to Mauricio Pochettino after the game, he said some very revealing things.
No, it's a difficult thing. We are talking about the last nearly 5 years to change the mentality. That is clear example that we are still not mature enough. And when you talk a lot and when you find a lot of solution, it's only one way: is to try to change, making different decisions that's on the past. Only is the only way. And of course, maybe that is our limit. And it's a little bit sad, but maybe we need to start to think that maybe we need to operate in different way from start. We need to start from next season, because that is the most important thing.
What do you mean by that, operate in a different way?
No, I think I told a few months ago, I think we need to find the way to operate that we can provide the team and provide the club to try to achieve the last step. And I think we are doing a fantastic job in the last 4 or 5 years, but I think we need more, and still we are not there. And I think it's about to improve our structure and improve in the way that we work. And of course, after 5 years working in a project, I think after 5 years is a moment to start. If we want to put the club in the last step, like the people is talking, is of course that we need to find a way to try to provide the team and the club that tool that is going to make us to be better.
Does that purely come down to money and investment in the transfer market? Do you need to spend money to compete with Manchester City and Liverpool?
No, not only that, not only to invest more. I think it's about to make decisions in the right time, with good timing. You need to assess the circumstance, everyone in their job, and then to mix everything and to take the best decision for the club, of course.
And a couple of weeks ago, your place in the top 4 looked a formality, really, but it's getting very congested now. Is there a genuine concern that you could miss out on the top 4?
No, I am not concerned. I think we are there, and that is our reality. I think everyone put us like a contender with Manchester City and Liverpool, and now we are showing that it's not our level to be there. Of course, maybe we were overachieving in the last few months, but of course that is the level that we are showing, and that is because of us. If we are not capable, like this afternoon, to win a game that after 45 minutes you deserve to be 3 or 4-0 up, and then in the second half it's a massive present. You gave a massive present for the opponent. It's too difficult to talk about the last step. It's too difficult to be a contender if you are not on the top 4. You can blame yourself.
Strong words then from Mauricio Pochettino after Tottenham's defeat at Southampton yesterday. Never mind the title, they may struggle now just to cling on to their place in the top 4. Adrian Clark was listening with interest. Now, just to set the scene there, because some of you listening at home may think, well, he's just being emotional, he's seen his side lose a game they really should have won. It was a reaction from the heart straight after the game. It wasn't that way at all. In fact, he had time in between doing his press conference, because I was talking to the Southampton manager and a Southampton player, to go and get himself showered, to change, and to really gather his thoughts. Clearly he had a message that he wanted to relay.
Absolutely. I think very few managers speak without giving it due thought and consideration, especially Pochettino. He's a skillful operator. The message is clear. He wants to tell Spurs fans, but more particularly, he wants to tell Daniel Levy, the man in charge at Tottenham, if you want us to improve, you have to give me more money. It's as simple as that. And let's be honest, he's absolutely correct there. He's not saying something that is untrue. To progress, Spurs need investment in the squad. They've reached their limit, as he quoted directly in the interview there with you, and it depends now. Are Spurs happy with that? Happy with competing for top 4, being in amongst it in the Champions League and for cup competitions, but never really winning anything? Or do they want better? We'll find out this summer when Daniel Levy is asked, once again by his manager, for a few quid to spend in the market. Personally, with a new stadium to pay for, don't see it happening.
Is this simply a case of a manager frustrated with Daniel Levy that he hasn't been able to sign a player in the last 2 transfer windows, or is there a deeper lying frustration that about 2 months ago Mauricio Pochettino was a shoo-in for the Manchester United job? That has slipped from his grasp now because of how well Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has done. Real Madrid was another possible destination. Looks like they're going to go for Jose Mourinho. Has he realised now, crikey, I'm stuck at Tottenham?
Totally. This is how I read it. That's my reading of the situation. United, they're going to go with Solskjaer. That door is closed. Real Madrid have been so bad, they can't really wait until the summer, it appears. They want Jose Mourinho now. I think they'd have gone for Poch in the summer. Looks like he's stuck at Tottenham, and if he is there, He wants a bigger budget. He wants to help improve the team. Will he be given it? I'm not entirely convinced, I'm afraid.
Every now and again in this job as a reporter, you are conducting an interview and you know as the manager is speaking, this is absolute gold dust. That
story,
was one of those
wasn't it? It was a story, yeah.
Fascinating stuff from Mauricio Pochettino. It could be interesting to see what Jurgen Klopp says after this game. If Liverpool were to drop more points in the title race, they take on Burnley at Anfield, where the sprinklers are currently in full flow. There is bright sunshine above the ground. Let's hear from the two managers, then Jurgen Klopp and his Burnley counterpart, Sean Dyche.
Good thing we don't have to change really, because we never thought about it. What the other teams are doing, the plan is clear. We have to win football games. It's difficult enough, so there's no reason to make a big fuss of it. It's like it is. We are in a position we like to be. We like the position before. It's not a problem. What we always said, we wanted to be in a position to fight for the top spot in that league, and we are still in, and that's all what we need to be positive, to be optimistic, to be excited in a very positive way about the challenge and all that stuff. But